Good morning, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the Mesa City Council study session for February the 20th. Councilmember Thompson is excused? He's on his way, I'm sorry, okay. Item 1 on our agenda is to review the agenda for Monday's meeting, so please refer to that document. Currently, we do have a few items off with the consent agenda. Council, any questions regarding anything to this point? Mr. Brady, I see item 6B has to do with an IGA with the Board of Regents. And I see some notes here about putting fiber in trenches.
Yeah, so Mayor, this is similar. We have similar IGAs with MCC and I think even Mesa Public Schools, where when we have an opportunity to join together, whether it's running fiber or using servers together, we this allows us to kind of combine our resources to do that. So obviously with ASU having a presence here in downtown, we're gonna joint trench a lot of areas with conduit and share the fiber and the technology that'll be in this, especially in this area here. So
that's great. We've been having some exciting meetings with people coming in excited about the conduit and the opportunity for fiber in downtown. So I think this will just add to that enthusiasm. It's good to hear. Thank you. Other questions, Council? Item 10B, are we, that's not on the consent agenda. Are we proceeding with that, or are there some changes?
it hasn't changed from
okay.
the last time we presented it.
All right. So, so the items that are off of the consent agenda for Monday will be the public hearing on the non-residential utility rates, and then the public hearing on the zoning case. Anything else, Council, that you have questions regarding? All right, we may be in the running for the shortest.
Okay. He was going to try to get
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, are you with us on the telephone?
I don't know if he made it yet on the phone.
Okay, we might stand him up because this meeting is about to be over.
Yeah, I know, so.
Is he there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm raising that.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Luna.
I'd like to take this opportunity to wish our mayor happy birthday. So happy birthday, Mayor.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, that was an enthusiastic round of applause.
Should we sing? I think we should sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Mayor. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. That was very heartfelt, but that's right. Jen and I can commiserate on this. I'm sorry. I'm much older than Jen, but thank you. That was the appropriate pace and tone for a 60-year-old birthday song. So I appreciate that. That's very kind. Thank you very much. My birthday present to you is a very short meeting this morning. So the next item on our agenda is to acknowledge receipt of board minutes. Is there a motion to that effect? Thank you, Mr. Freeman and Mr. Luna. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Next item on our agenda is to hear reports on meetings and conferences attended. Council, I know we've all been very busy. Mr. Luna.
Yes, I want to take an opportunity to congratulate Mary Camelli, who was recognized as Citizen of the Year for the city of Mesa. So we want to congratulate our fire chief, as well as Rich Adams, who's a wonderful community member. And Mary's back there. Mary, wave your hand. Yeah. So also had the opportunity to videotape a Hava Java scene. I'm sorry, it's at Hava Java's. I have a program called Gimme 5, and it's a nice coffee shop in Northeast Mesa. So stay tuned. That'll be on Facebook, I'm sure. And then we had a Falcon Field check-in meeting yesterday. Good discussions, and that's it. That concludes my.
Great, thank you very much. I had the opportunity at the Citizen of the Year banquet to say that Mary Camelli is, my impression is that she's everyone's favorite person. And that was really confirmed at that meeting. Your daughters did a wonderful job of talking about what an amazing person you are, what a wonderful life you've lived. So thank you. We're very proud that you're our fire chief, Mary. You bet. Council, other activities you've been involved in this week. Jen?
Of course, I always have a few. Let's see. I don't know where to begin. Last Friday, I attended the Mesa Arts Center Contemporary Arts opening exhibition at the Arts Museum, and phenomenal curated art there. Definitely recommend for everybody to stop by. It is a free art museum. On Saturday, I was a judge at the Southwest Maker Fair, and that was in downtown Mesa. I was particularly impressed by the young exhibits and their submissions and the things that they were doing. In fact, we had one award for the youth and then all these other categories, and there was like 3 of them that we wanted to give to all youth, and just because all of them were phenomenal, but it just remarkable youth doing things in with robotics and with looking at water filters that people can put on their homes inexpensively, looking at all kinds of issues and seeing the world completely different than we have ever done as in our past. So I was impressed by that. And yesterday I attended the symposium on poverty and homelessness at Benedictine University that was led by Dr. Cliff Moon and some other people, and just becoming more educated on the impacts, how homelessness occurs, especially on education and children, and how the impacts of that. Talked about things that we can do as a community in all our parts to remedy poverty and homelessness. So the conversation continues. There's a lot of work to be done, and I appreciate the compassion and will of people wanting to make that difference. And I think that's about it that I can think of. Thank you.
Thank you. Council, Frankie?
Yeah, real quick. I just want to thank Beth Buning, the engineering department staff, attended Chrisman Elementary earlier this week. Engineering week was this week, or last week, I think, or this week. And they worked with the sixth grade students at that elementary to design bridges and a project to learn about engineering. So thank you, staff, for participating with our, working with MPS on that, those projects.
Thank you. Mr. Freeman?
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. I had an opportunity to do a few things this week. Unity in the Community was an event on Saturday. Reverend Ozetta Kirby every year puts together this event, invites a lot of the public safety personnel and political leaders. She is a longstanding member of the African American Faith Caucus that we have in our community. Does a great job celebrating Black History Month, and appreciate her great efforts in our community. It also reminded me that the exhibit at the Mesa Historical Society Museum right now celebrates the history of African American churches in Mesa. It's a great exhibit, very appropriate for Black History Month, and I would encourage people to go take a look at that. Also attended a groundbreaking out at Gateway of a great business that's been here for years but is expanding, Aviation Performance Solutions. These are the folks that train pilots how to recover when they're in difficult situations, some very advanced training. FAA is now requiring it of many more pilots, so this is really an exciting expansion out at Gateway Airport, and glad to be a part of that. Yesterday, taped well, we didn't tape it, it was a digital broadcast with members of the faith community encouraging them to find ways to be helpful in the census. As we know, that there's a lot of hard-to-count populations in every city, and one of the best ways to reach out to them, I appreciate Councilmember Heredia is chairing this project in our community, is to go through the faith communities. And so appreciated meeting with several pastors and being online with others to encourage their help in the census. So that about does it for me. Anything else we'd like to share? Mr. Brady, what does our schedule look like?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a reminder, we do have a Audit and Finance Committee meeting this Monday, or this coming Monday, February 24th. I think they're going to start, I think you're starting at 4, and that will be followed by a city council study session and council meeting on the 24th. And then just remember, a week from today, we'll be meeting for our strategic planning session, and that will be down at another location, 708 East Baseline. That's where Parks Recreation Department has their offices. So that's where we'll be meeting a week from today. And you'll get more information in your city manager's update today and during the week. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. If there's nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn this meeting? Thank you. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.